Valentine's now. Valentine's got an interesting one. Jaden Hardy versus Shaedon Sharpe. Changed it up a little bit, talking about the young studs. Valentine, you can start.
Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of move away from the stars and kind of go to the future star players that are coming up. Jaden Hardy hasn't gotten the minutes that Shaedon Sharpe has. Shaedon Sharpe, on the other hand, is just an athletic beast. He's crazy athleticism. Jaden Hardy is actually also really crazy athletic. Yeah, I think he's pretty athletic. Scoring wise though, in my opinion, I think Jaden Hardy is actually better. He can shoot the ball, I think, better from the perimeter and mid range. Inside scoring, if I think I would take Jaden Hardy or Shaedon Sharpe in that. Yeah. But I think it's both close. What my question really is like, who has a higher ceiling? Because I think Jaden Hardy's kind of not talked enough about how high his ceiling is for the future, and how good he's already doing when he does get minutes. My question is not really about like who's better now. It's more like future references and stuff. Like, and who would you take and stuff.
Who's the higher ceiling?
Yeah, and I think I would. That was really tough. I think I would take Hardy just because I haven't seen Shaedon Sharpe shoot as well as Jaden Hardy has, and Jaden Hardy already has had some big games.
Yeah, I'll go. So I'm kind of with Valentine. Hardy, I think Hardy has the more guaranteed factor if he's going to be good. He reminds me a lot of, like Tyler Hero, kind of guys like that. Shaedon Sharpe is really raw.
Super fun though.
It's super fun, high flying. Had some good games at the end of the year last year. Same with Jaden Hardy.
Yeah.
And like when they were the #1 guys, they put them.
They both show that they have that and they can score, but obviously right now they're not getting. Sharpe's getting more opportunity for sure, but neither.
Yeah, I mean the Blazers are going to tank this year, assuming they don't trade Dame, or assuming they do trade Dame at some point. I don't even know.
Whenever that happens.
I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I mean Sharpe is going to get more opportunities. He'll probably start this year. Hardy will be reduced to a 6-man role, most likely.
Hopefully.
And also it's difficult for Hardy because he's very repetitive with what Kyrie and Luka do. Put the ball in the basket.
Behind them and they get.
You got Tim Hardaway out there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tim Hardaway. Yeah. I mean, so it's going to be more difficult for Hardy to get.
Yeah, Seth Curry again, right?
Oh, Seth Curry.
Yeah, I mean, they have plenty of guards too, and they're two best.
Always have lots of guards. Dallas is very guard happy.
Yeah, I mean Portland is too, but Sharpe is one of the building blocks. Yeah, if Dallas is trying to compete, so Hardy's going to be reduced to a bench role most likely. I'm almost guaranteed. One thing that they both don't do well is defend.
Yeah,
defend. I don't know why I said defend. They don't defend well at all. I mean Sharpe. Like you said, kind of with Edwards, he's explosive. He's going to make explosive defensive plays, but like chase down blocks, etc. But he doesn't really try on the defensive end. I mean, same with Hardy, but something that Hardy's been working on, we saw in the summer league, was the decision making and the effort.
He hustles, I think, more on defense.
He hustles for sure.
You see Shaedon Sharpe kind of standing around, kind of waiting to go offense.
Yeah, I think because Hardy. 2nd round pick. I mean, projected high out of high school, struggled in the G League, 2nd round pick. You have to fight for rotation minutes in his rookie year. I mean, getting rotation minutes in your in your first year as a 2nd round pick.
It's actually pretty impressive.
It's super tough. I don't know. Sharpe is good. He's raw. He's athletic, but Hardy is more refined in my opinion, and I think he has the better path to success than Sharpe does.
Yeah.
I mean, in path to success, I think, at least for me, right, I think of what team they're on. I think in that Sharpe probably has the better path now.
Yeah,
but that's like talent and potential. I agree. The other thing that
Sharpe has a lot of bust potential.
Yeah. The other thing that sucks for Hardy too, which obviously hasn't proved much either, but he's fighting with Josh Green as well for that next guard spot too, because Josh Green had a few good games too, so they're kind of fighting too. They both obviously had some good games.
Green is kind of like the opposite of
Green can play bigger too, but
he's a big guy.
Yeah, defensive focus.
That's true. He's pretty good on offense too, though.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty good.
But I agree. I mean, I think Hardy Is more fine. Obviously, since he does have those guards ahead of him, and Jason Kidd is a pretty good guard coach, I think he too in that could learn more too with having Luca and Kyrie,
Yeah.
and then Jason Kidd too. I think he can learn more. He's at the right position and the right place for that. He's just not in the right place to be able to execute that necessarily. Obviously, he's like you said, it was just his first season too, so he has some time. Sharp too. Sharp will, I think, be a better player faster. Like I said, because of the opportunity he's gonna get faster.
I think he'll put up numbers.
Bigger
faster.
numbers and yeah, exactly, and bigger numbers too. I mean this season he's probably gonna be a starter. Hardy, for all we know, he gets 5 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So he still might be limited with that. Might have a few games when Luca or Kyrie sit. But I agree. I think Hardy is more tuned. I think he tries harder on defense. I feel like he has more of a try hard mindset too, because even Sharp in college, right? He kind of had his injury thing and he thought he was already good enough, so he decided to
And he even
commit to Kentucky, but he didn't even play his season. Which obviously that could be smart, but I feel like too that could say something about his personality too, to where it's like
I mean, I think he kind
he's
of
only gonna do so much, you know what I'm saying?
he kind of slipped in the draft because there was doubt of what is his
Yeah.
commitment.
I mean, he
level.
still was what, the number 7?
I mean, yeah, but,
Right, but
I
yeah.
think if he stayed at
If he
Kentucky,
would have played and shown,
I think he would have been top 3.
and he could have improved more too.
Yeah.
Because he would have had that game experience. So I agree. I think Hardy would be my pick, at least for in this, since we're doing future long term. But Sharp might be the better offensive player, but I think Hardy will be the better all around team player.
I mean, kind of that's a potential almost floors you could look at for these guys. If you have Hardy, kind of as a shooter kind of guy, but he can do. I mean, he can do pretty well, but he's kind of just your classic 2 guard. At the floor, so not it wouldn't be nothing special. And I feel like we could see Sharp be kind of, especially if he doesn't try on defense, he kind of be a rotational Gerald Green or what's his name, Deion Jones Jr. type of a guy. Derek Jones Jr. Yes, Derek.
I was
Derek,
like,
yes.
Deion Jones Jr.
I don't know. I don't know who Deion is, but Derek. I mean, so I mean, I don't know. They're both really young. I mean, I'm with you guys. I think Hardy. I really like his shooting numbers, even from it's just a rookie year, small sample, but he's got really good 3-point efficiency, free throw efficiency. And if you watch him play, I mean, the guy can ball on any spot on the court. He can go down there. He's got a bag. He really has a bag. Sharp, really explosive, like crazy athletic and explosive, and he can do a little bit of everything as well, but he potentially has a higher ceiling if he brings all his game together. But it's a little bit, it's more unproven and unseen. It doesn't seem as likely as Hardy. He's already seems like he has all the pieces coming together a lot better for him.
True.
So I think we're all kind of taking Hardy in the sense of
Surprisingly, honestly, I mean, Sharp is the one that got all the hype last year.
Yeah, the other interesting that I'm looking at right now too is Sharp averaged 22 minutes with just 9.9 points, and Hardy averaged 15 minutes with 8.8 points. So Hardy already is he's getting 7-8 less minutes than Sharp, and he's barely scoring less.
I mean, so the reason I'm taking Hardy is because Hardy, we see it, you know.
You can see it more.
You could see the scoring potential. You could see the role that he could carve out himself on to a team. Sharp, it's all potential based.
Yeah.
You know, he has flashes and then he has really low moments. I mean,
We know right now he can go.
Yeah, his effort is worrisome. But you know, sometimes he has big scoring performances, big dunks, big blocks, big drives, something like that. And that's what gets you excited about Shaedon Sharpe. But in terms of carving out a role for himself, he could be out of the league in 5 years. You know. or potentially, or he
I
could be
see
out
what
of
you're
the.
saying. I don't think he will. Be,
I
but
don't,
see what
I
you're
don't think
saying.
he will. I'm not. This is not a prediction. I'm just saying he has the
Potential to only be in the league for so long.
Yeah. Well, Jaden
that's
Hardy,
true.
he's always going to have a role because he can score the ball.
And like I said, I feel like he has more of a drive mindset to do what he needs to do. To where Sharpe's kind of like, I like dunking out. He's a good ball player for sure, but he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't have that same work ethic.
I think we saw it in the summer league. Shaedon Sharpe was really struggling from the field, and on defense, there was no effort whatsoever. At least from the game I saw. Hardy, I feel like there's always going to be effort. Whether he's good on the defensive end is one thing or another. That's similar to Tyler Hero. You know, Tyler Hero puts in effort on the defensive end. He's just not good. No,
Yeah,
not
at least you're trying though,
Yeah.
and that's what worries me with Sharpe sometimes. I feel like sometimes if he just does, if he doesn't want to try, he's not going to try.
Yeah.
But I'm like you said, I'm kind of surprised that we all had a pretty unanimous decision on this one, especially with Hardy. I was definitely expecting someone to be like, "You guys are crazy. Sharpe is the better player." But I'm happy with it because I picked the same guy too. But obviously, anything can happen. I'm interested, honestly, to see how these guys carve up and what roles they end up getting in 5-10 years.